Me. See, this video using the gematria, right, for the name Yah was not to show that Yah is almighty, was not to show that Yah is one. It was to show the difference between Yah versus Yahawah. And you can't get that in the Old Testament. Simple as that. So once again, brother, if you're going to claim that I use these phrases, right, to build my argument, then why one of the seven heads is coming out and saying the same thing I was saying through the gematria? Please answer that, sir. Let's go.
This tab right here, this is myjewishlearning.com, right? Now it's letting you know that this is all sponsored by Jewish people, okay, who are your enemies. This has nothing to do with our people at all. So I'm gonna start it off. It said, who believes in gematria? While gematria was used periodically in the Talmud and the Midrash, it was not central to rabbinic literature. The rabbis occasionally employed gematria to help support biblical exegesis, but did not rely on it heavily. Now, even you had even the heathens, they wasn't even relying on the gematria heavily. But everything that this man says that he has to prove it through gematria. He can't never just stay in straight scripture. He got to go to gematria. So it says, hold on.
Now, it's interesting that he said that we can never just straight prove it when we shown him and read to him many of scriptures letting him know that the creator name is Yah. And we see that in the book. I mean, we actually see King David telling the people, sing praises to Jah, right? That's in the Old Testament. And we know that the J came later, right? 17th century. And so in Hebrew, it's Y. So we have King David, right? Right? The one that Yah had loved dearly. And we see in the Old Testament him calling on Yah. I don't get it, brother. I just don't understand you. But let's continue.
Hold on, let me shut these dogs up real quick. Hold on.
Oh, and that's another thing. Them dogs is unclean, sir. Woo, I hate to be in your house. But let's continue.
So let me continue reading this. It says they were more invested in the use of logical reasoning and argumentation to support their positions, like actually going through the scriptures like you're supposed to be doing, not running to gematria. All right, but it says, however.
And so this is another situation. So he wants to come out and make a video against me, right? When before this, I have never used gematria to try to prove the Most High words. I've never done that prior to this. I have videos going back 12 years ago, and I use nothing but scripture. Okay? So he's a bold-faced lie coming out here saying that I've just come out and stepped on the scene using gematria. Brother, I've been on the scene. I've been on the scene before you. Matter of fact, you're internet Israelite. Okay? You didn't come into the understanding until about what, 2014 MGMS. Okay? Did you even do detoxification of your mind after you came up out of that cult, sir? Honestly, let's be real. See, I started in Yah only. See, you got duped into the camps and then came into the understanding from videos like mine and other brothers back in the day. This how you came into your Yahawah only, sir. I've always been a Yah. It's always been Yah only over here. Believe that. It's always going to stay Yah only over here. Believe that. You're just now coming into the fold, but you don't understand much. Let's continue.
Gematria is essential to Kabbalah, the Jewish mystical tradition. All right, so it's letting you know that this is part of a mystical tradition.
And so let's understand this, right? Gematria was developed into a sophisticated system by the Kabbalists, right, during about the 13th century. But was also known much earlier by other cultures, sir. Okay, so you're trying to make the claim that this comes from them. But no, they use it, and their system that they use is witchcraft. Their system, the system Kabbalah, they use the gematria, right? The gematria is applied to their Kabbalah. The Kabbalah is their system, not gematria. Okay? You got to understand, gematria derives from geometry. Okay? We know through history that numbers came first, then letters. So, actually, sir, from this understanding, the word that you speak out of your mouth is the witchcraft because it's not the initial language. If it wasn't for numbers, there would be no books. You understand? Numbers were first before letters, sir. Let's continue. Once again, gematria equals mathematics, not astrology, not witchcraft. Okay? And I'll say it again. Gematria was just applied to the Kabbalist system, used by the Kabbalists. I understand? I say it to you once again. Gematria was applied and used in Kabbalah, the Kabbalah system. So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that the elites use gematria to harness the energy of the words, numbers, to perpetuate their evil agendas through free will now, and intentions that they may harness the energies for negative purposes or the black magic that you think that I'm into. Okay? Just like how you have different cultures that apply the New Testament in their own ways. And it's witchcraft, sir. As a matter of fact, the way that you believe in the scriptures, in that name Yahawah, it's witchcraft given to you by DARPA and the government. And I have another question for you, Maraataza. Because see, numbers came before letters. Words carry vibrations and energies. Words consist of letters. Letters came by the way of numbers. So let's understand. When we had the situation in Jericho, Maraataza, was it witchcraft? Was Yah using witchcraft when he told Israel to march around so many times and then to shout and blow the trumpet? Was that witchcraft when the walls came down? Or do you not understand energy and vibration? See, this is probably above your pay grade.
So that's the witchcraft. You're not supposed to be in any of that. But he's drifting off and diving into it. You understand? So it's like mystic. When you're dealing with things, it's like mystics. It's like a relating. It's like a religious experience. You know what I mean? It's like a inspiring sense of a spiritual mystery is what they say on it.
And for those who know me, I don't deal with religion. Yah did not give us religion. Yah gave us laws. Simple as that. I don't know where he's coming off with this religious stuff. I've never been a religious person in this situation here dealing with Yah and Yah only. Okay? So once again, I don't want people to think that I started using gematria years ago. Whether you do or not, it doesn't really matter. But I came out with scriptures showing through the Old Testament that it's Yah and Yah only. We showed scriptures showing the name of Yah. Okay? And so he didn't want to accept that. So we took it up another notch. And so we went to the gematria to show him the difference between Yah versus Yahawah. Not to show you who Yah was, because we've been using the book to show you who Yah was. We went to gematria to show you who Yahawah wasn't. Let's go.
On the thing right here, let me show you. Okay, yeah. It says an inspiring sense of spiritual mystery, awe, and fascination, right? So what this thing is about, it's about getting the shock and awe. Like when people put these numbers together with these letters and these words and they tally it up and they get the value of the letter and they say, wow, that equals that. Wow. oh man, it's like a shock and awe value. But when you think about it, it's vanity, because what is it going to do for our people? Oh.
Well, he says this is vanity. What is it going to do for our people? Well, sir, the Yah versus Yahawah is giving Israel an opportunity to see what's behind the veil. Because the Masonic brothers,
branches represent, I'm gonna come and talk to you diplomatic, and if you don't want to go according to diplomatic stuff, the arrows is coming for you. That's what Israel went into. That's why Yahawaah told the disciples not to go into Samaria, because they had all them other demon gods worshiping in there. You know, from the time of the northern kingdom, the Syrian captivity, they brought them in there. And then they added Yahawah in there. And so that's what the olive branches represent. I'm going to come and talk to you diplomatic. And if you don't want to go according to diplomatic stuff, the arrows is coming for you. Yeah. But this is why the confusion is going on in the body of Israel. The reason that the confusion is going on in the body of Israel, because this whole thing, the foundation that was laid for us to come forward as Israelites, was laid on Masonic principles, was laid on the Rosicrucian principles, a magical society, was laid under the Kabbalah order and so forth. That was the inner circle. That's the inner circle of this thing.
Masonic brothers, the Masonic order, the Jesuit brothers, the Jesuit orders, the Rosicrucian brothers, the Rosicrucian order does not want you to understand what's behind the veil, what they are cooking up behind the scenes. This is why the elders said that